slicing the filet in half. So I spray the chicken board down with bleach. Wipe the counter down where the raw chicken was with bleach. For the sauce, pasta sauce, marinara, and tomato sauce. Combine those. Mix the tomato paste in with the sauce and pasta sauce and tomato sauce. Let that just heat up a little bit. So put the sauce on the bottom of the baking dish. Then you arrange the breaded chicken on the sauce. Some cheese on top, and then drizzle a little sauce over. Let bake until the cheese melts, basically, and the sauce heats up. It's a little baby eggplant. Bread these.
The integrity of Ohio food storage. We are thankful to the gods above. Ohio is cool.
5 sliced peaches, peeled and sliced. So here are the peaches. I put brown sugar, about 2 teaspoons of cinnamon and a teaspoon of nutmeg, and I squeezed a half a lemon in here. Just give it a little tart. It's very sweet, these peaches. So I happen to have this in the pantry, so I'm going to use this as my base for the cobbler. So I just poured that in there. I'm not going to add the egg. I'm going to add a little bit of water and vegetable oil. Very little, like half of what they suggest, and 4 tablespoons of melted butter. So this will make the batter a little thicker and denser than a fluffy cake. So I put 1 bay leaf in there. It might sound strange, but just to give it a little earthy kind of flavor, I'm going to remove that bay leaf before I put the cobbler together. Okay. Let that simmer. It's smelling really good, especially with that bay leaf. One little piece of that brings out, I hope I find it. Yeah, I'll definitely have to look through it. There it is. Okay. Smelling good. So now I'm going to bring the boil down and put a little cornstarch, just a tad, so it thickens up the juice, so it isn't too runny. When I mix cornstarch, I put a little cornstarch with cold water and mix it so it goes in without lumps. So I mixed it with a little bit of cold water. But as I bake it, this will thicken up the juices. So you can see that's nice and smooth. I might need a little bit more. So I added the butter, a little bit of oil, and a little bit of water. So maybe it needs a little bit more, but there's lots of juices. I think I might use some juices from the peaches. So I put half the batter in the baking dish that I greased with butter. So I took the bay leaf out, and now I'm going to add some of the peach mixture in. The oven is ready at 325. Okay, and then I'm going to pour some of the batter over it. So there, I dropped some of the batter on top of the peaches. So when it bakes, hopefully the peaches will peek through and it'll look really pretty. I have plenty of leftover peach mixture, so I might make another one. So I'm going to leave this in the oven. Well, I'll keep checking on it because I'm not sure. I'll check on it in about 15 minutes. So these are the ingredients I used. I used 5 peaches, about 2 teaspoons cinnamon. I used 1 bay leaf, maybe like a half a bay leaf because I'm running out low. But I think that's all I needed. It added some nice flavor. Maybe a teaspoon of nutmeg. I thickened the juice with the cornstarch. I added, well, I didn't measure, but I think I added like a few tablespoons, maybe equaling a 1/4 cup of sugar because the peaches were so sweet. I used this as the base of my cobbler and just added, I don't have butter out here, but I added 4 tablespoons of melted butter and maybe 2 tablespoons of oil and a little bit of water. And on top of it, I topped it with some Baja Gold natural sea salt. So it might have a little salty topping. Well, I'll let you know how it turns out. So that's after I added the little salt on top.
I love you.
Okay, so everything looks pretty mixed. Doesn't appear to be any lumps. Pretty smooth. Do this for another minute or two. Just kind of blending. Graham cracker crumbs. Pouring melted butter in. Okay, so that's what it looks like. So I poured the graham cracker crumbs and I'm just gonna spread them in a prepared pan. So it was just graham cracker crumbs and some melted butter in the Cuisinart. Okay, so I pressed that down. And now I'm going to pour the batter in there. There we go. So this gets placed in a hot water bath that I started already in the oven. Oven set to 325. There I placed the cheesecake mixture inside a pan that has water in it. I I knew last night when I went to bed.
Oh well.
We're doing the same thing with strawberries. Everybody likes something different, which is fine. So do I. Blueberries are doing well. And then we have the peaches from this morning.
Baby, oh, how's my sweet, poor new girl?
Came with a devil's pitchfork. Hey, so I hear a Maggie, so I'm like,